Curry, Steve Kerr. The biggest story that nobody's talking enough about because it got hidden in the midst of the playoffs is this. After the Warriors' last game, you can see there was a moment between the Steph Curry, Draymond, Steve Kerr. Steph and Dre been together, I believe, 14 years now. Steve Kerr took over in the midst of that run, took over for Mark Jackson, and now people are saying, and Steve Kerr said to Steph Curry and Draymond Green at the end of the loss, I don't know what's going to happen next, but I love you guys to death. Thank you. Steve Kerr obviously talking about not knowing what might happen next in the future. Here's Steph.
Multiple, for sure. That's more than one. Yes, that's perfect.
Would you be interested in an extension?
For sure. But none of those conversations have happened, so it'll be a busy summer for the Warriors.
Yeah, up for an extension. So that was a reporter saying, hey, Steph, you got more years to play? He said multiple for sure. Then they said, yo, you be interested in an extension? He said, obviously, but that's up to the Warriors. It's going to be a busy summer there. Shady, Steph Curry's
the Warriors. He know they better not play with Steph.
One of your favorite players. That is your favorite team.
That's right. My favorite player.
Has Steph Curry won his last ring in Golden State, though? Is it time to officially say that?
I won't say that. I won't. They everybody messed up before and did all this, and he won another one in 2020. So 2022.
22, yep.
So I'm not counting him out, but we do need to make some moves on this team, right? That's the only thing I'm nervous about is just where are we going? Because like Porzingis, he ain't the answer, right? He don't have that Warriors type of grit you need, toughness. You injured, play through it.
Yep.
I watched that game. He couldn't wait to get out the game. And I knew once he got out, he was not coming back in the game. So we just got to figure out what we're doing. I think we get Jimmy Butler, getting back on the court, Steph Curry, obviously Draymond. We need one more big piece. One more big piece, get some defensive wings that can guard and shoot, and we'll be all right. Then another thing is, who on coaches? Because it sounds like Steve Kerr out of there. He keeps saying he's the luckiest guy in the world is from his playing career and coach career. I'm like, damn, that's like you just retired. Mm-hmm. So
that was a rare fan take from Shady. I feel like you don't usually give fan takes. You know you do a pretty good job of objective analysis.
We got
with the exception of your Eagles, but
last year the number 2 seed Houston Rockets, we beat them.
Yep.
Right. Then we go to Minnesota, the team that went to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah.
We beat them the first game when Steph Curry was healthy.
Yeah.
What's so fan about that? We get to the play-in, right? And Steph Curry has a great performance the game, but then again he was hurt, he was gone.
Yep.
My thing is this: a fresh Steph Curry, a fresh Jimmy Butler, a fresh Draymond for the most part. We need one more piece.
Just one.
Trey, I don't have kids. So I've always wondered, and y'all in the chat that have kids, pay attention because I'm curious this question.
I got
for y'all.
kids.
I've always wondered, like, how do you tell your child that Santa Claus isn't real?
Ooh.
That's how I feel right now trying to tell Shady, like, hey, it's over.
It's over in Golden State.
It's over for Golden State. Like, Shady has that youthful joy that kids have before Christmas, that elation of like, what am I going to get? You know, he has that.
Can't wait to set out the milk and cookies.
I can't wait to see another championship in Golden State. And I don't know how to tell my dog.
Yeah,
My dog.
That's your
My
road
dog.
Yeah.
I don't know how to tell him, Shady, Santa ain't coming down the chimney, big dog.
He not.
Reindeer's dead.
It's over.
It's a wrap.
Dasher.
Done.
Donner.
Blitzen, all of them. The Rudolph and them.
Rudolph.
He's done.
Cook. That nose ain't even shining no more.
At all. With that being said, no Steve Kerr, no chip. Ooh. Steph Curry in Golden State, I don't see how he can win another championship in large part because his mind is willing, but his flesh is weak. Steph Curry told us himself, like, his body is breaking down, his knee, it is starting to go against him. Draymond Green said in the moments when he wanted to tap out that Steve Kerr gave him the words to keep going. Steve Kerr is the hidden weapon. Draymond Green is the hidden weapon. Steph Curry, everybody already knows about him. So to me, it's over for Golden State. And Steph Curry can continue to build his legacy, continue to make incredible shots that have us questioning if he's one of the best point guards ever, have us question, or the best point guard ever, have us questioning if he's a top 5 player of all time. Steph Curry can continue to do that. But Shady, if you're counting on a 36-year-old Jimmy Butler when he returns, I believe 36-year-old Jimmy Butler coming back from an ACL injury, if you counting on that, nah, bruh. There's just no way.
That's your opinion. I mean, you say that though, but I just gave you a year last year.
Last year they weren't close.
How they weren't close last year? The team that was to the Western Conference Finals last year was the Timberwolves, right?
Yep. And the Timberwolves weren't close. Am I lying?
Well, listen, this is what we'll say.
Like the Timberwolves
So
weren't close.
if the Warriors, can they get to a Western Conference Finals with Steph Curry? How about that? Let me ask you that question. And Jimmy Butler and Draymond and some pieces.
Not in this West.
So it's over. So everything's over. It's everything.
They can win a first round series, but really think about it for a moment, Tupac. You got to get past in the first round. You're either going to have to get past the Nuggets, or the Spurs, or the Thunder, unless you're the 4th seed.
The only team
that's doing that math.
The only team that I fear is OKC. All the other teams, I'm not worried about them. Not worried about the Nuggets. Who else you said? The Spurs. Not worried about them. I'm worried about OKC. And I keep telling you, in basketball and in sports, things happen. Guys get suspended for all type of stuff.
Yeah.
Guys get hurt.
Warriors guys.
Whatever it is. People get hurt.
Yep.
Also, the same way how Jimmy got hurt, anybody can get hurt.
Yes, but you're more likely to get hurt if you're older.
But hold on, Acho, because
What's Shady doing?
Injured.
What I missed?
Injured.
the point at which you are relying on another player, another
I'm not
team
relying. I'm just
being
saying it
hobbled
happens.
with injuries or something, you don't have full confidence in your team, Shady.
No,
I'm not feeling that. I've heard you give a confident take. My Eagles will be back in the Super Bowl. I've heard you talk like that.
Yes, yeah,
I've
no.
never heard you talk like, well, when we get Jimmy Butler back and,
I'm not. I mean, well, what you gonna do without Jimmy? I mean, what we're gonna do? Can't do nothing without him.
Yeah, I mean, but
The same way how we were last year, we weren't doing well. Then he gets there, we start balling.
But you know what's crazy? To me, Jimmy Butler's not the difference. The Warriors need offense beyond Steph Curry. They need a true
we need
legit
size too.
Yeah, but you need score.
We need small.
Here's my thing. I've seen the Warriors win playing small ball. Like, I've seen it. So, like, to me, when I think about the Warriors, my first fear for them isn't even the lack of size. It's who else? You're praying Pods gives you 20. Literally.
and that's a prayer.
Like, you
That's
are
a big
praying, or
prayer.
you're praying that Porzingis has heart, which he's shown us, like,
Even bigger prayer.
like, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I'm literally watching Warriors games like, come on, Pods. This got to be your day, baby. Like, this got to be
Yeah.
I need Pods
That's tough.
to give me 20.
Yeah.
I need Kristaps to give me 20 and 10.
That's what I'm saying. We need another piece. Put Pods on the bench and let him. If he was a bench player, he would be really
He would
good
be
for us.
cold.
He
Yeah.
plays defense. He hustles well, right? He controls the ball for the most part. We just need one more piece with size.
Let me ask you this, though. Because to me, Pods should play the Christian Brown role for the Nuggets. Be like the 4th best offensive player.
Yeah.
If you give us 20,
Great.
thanks. We're not counting on it.
Right.
We're counting on Jokic, Jamal Murray, hell, Aaron Gordon, and
Yeah.
back in the day, Michael Porter. If you give us 20, we'll take it. But they counting on Pods to be Jamal Murray.
Yeah.
Like, that's not
Yeah.
going. There's too limited
So y'all
offense.
think y'all don't think we one piece away? We one piece away. I seen it
Y'all
last
lack
year.
too much. Y'all lack enough in the starting roster and depth.
And off
Y'all
the
don't
bench.
have depth. Y'all don't
And
have
off
depth.
the bench.
Y'all don't
And
have
they're
depth.
too slow.
But if Pod,
Too old and too
if
slow.
Pod comes off the bench, that's what I'm saying.
But so let
go ahead.
me tell you why I just feel like y'all are further than a piece away, because y'all have traded pieces away that y'all won with. Y'all have traded more pieces than you've gotten back. Jordan Poole gone. Klay Thompson gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Al Horford gone. So,
Horford gone?
well,
What you mean?
I don't know if he's coming back.
Oh, gotcha.
After this year. So
gotcha.
I mean, maybe he looks okay, but I don't know. I just feel like y'all have lost more pieces.
what's going on.
Too many pieces to just be one piece away.
Y'all like the world, though. That's all it is, man. Like,
What
a team that's been that successful and that dominant all these years, y'all finally couldn't wait for it. And now you're happy about it. And y'all hoping
That's not me, Shady. That's not me. I
Steph
like
my
Steph.
favorite player.
I love that he got that chip in 2022 without KD.
We got one more shot, I feel like, man. Not saying we're going to win the championship, but we got one more shot to run it. If we got one more player, we got the same shot as the Nuggets, same shot as the Spurs.
If you have one more top 10 player, like not even if you feel like you'd have to add one more top 10 dude.
Since I don't think we need that.
If Giannis goes there, I'm in.
I'm in.
If Giannis goes to the
I'm
Warriors,
in.
Now y'all in.
Yeah.
I'm in. No, I'm in with
You got to add
with
one more.
Giannis.
You have to add one more first or second team All NBA guy. I don't even think a third team All NBA guy. would do it.
Nah.
I think
you gotta add
I think third time we do. We can win that. That's all we need.
Ooh, Shady, but y'all need so much depth.
No, we don't.
Off the
I think
bench,
we
bro.
Like J Dub isn't making the Warriors
That's not true.
contenders.
Yes, he is.
Like he
a
just
scorer and he play defense. Yes, he is.
it's not contenders. Shady, bro. When I watch the Thunder play, have y'all ever been on the Autobahn? You know, in Germany.
I know what you're talking about, but
bruh, when
I've never been out of the country. So can you not use examples like that?
Shady, you ever
please?
been on the Autobahn? Germany, no speed limit.
Right, it's a highway with no speed limit.
I think it might be the only highway in the world no speed limit.
Yeah, I ain't never do
And
that.
you be on the highway and it's just, I was scared. I'm not gonna front.
Yeah.
I was scared.
As you should be.
I was in an Uber. I wasn't driving. I was in an Uber and Cuz was going like 115
Now, was that kilometers per hour or that was
miles.
oh shit?
And I was like, bruh, I just want to live. This isn't even cool for me. Like, I'm
just
too
wanna
old.
live.
I don't need the excitement. I'm going 115, but this car is just zoom, 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 zoom.
Yeah.
That's how I feel like the Thunder play.
Yeah.
The Warriors acquiring one piece is not going to allow them to zoom, zoom,
to
zoom,
jump
zoom.
on the Autobahn with the
Hell no. Warriors are
Yeah.
still on a bicycle. Ding, 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 ding,
Oh,
ding,
okay,
ding,
bicycle bike. That's a little disrespectful.
disrespectful,
I'm
bro.
not gonna co-sign the bicycle, but they not going 115 in a Prius on the Autobahn in Germany. They not.
Hey, give me some super chats,
Hey,
bro.
listen, we do have some super chats. Let me get those pulled up real quick. We have one from our guy Big Blue Reborn said, Giants fan here, regular as well. I agree with Acho most of the time, but you wilding out saying Dex isn't elite. He had it down here, but he gonna eat. But us